Telling stories of the fifth constitution I'm repping. Silent like a shadow, in a rhyme I'm flexing. Government's the villain, impression, observe discretion. Read the rights in action, no need for confession. Plead the fifth, keep them guessing, no stressing. Courtroom drama, keep my armor, no fencing. Under oath, stay ghost, avoid the suppression. Silent but deadly, my fist, own weapon. Bill of Rights, second wig applying with no gravity. No need to spill avoidance, it's strategy. Taking the stand, but ain't no word flowing. Opposition in the dark, they ain't knowing. Plead the fifth, keep them guessing, no stressing. Courtroom drama, keep my armor, no fencing. Under oath, stay ghost, avoid the suppression. Silent but deadly, my fist, own weapon. Orders on my speech, with power in the quiet. In the silence, power shifts by the riot. No snitch, no pitch, they caught in my epoch. Golden amendment, never crack under shock. Lawman's paradox, want the truth, get lies. No words, just glances, criminal ties. Lifting my rights, holding touching spies. Feeling when the anthem, my voice flies. Keep the fifth, keep them guessing, no stressing. Courtroom drama, keep my armor, no fencing. Under oath, stay ghost, avoid the suppression. Silent but deadly, my fist, only weapon. Keep the fifth, keep them guessing, no stressing. Courtroom drama, keep my armor, no fencing. Under oath, stay ghost, avoid the suppression. Silent but deadly, my fist, only weapon. Orders on
What's up, everybody? Appreciate y'all all coming in tonight. We have a special appearance from our CTO at thepolicerecord.com. Bring him up here in just a second, but we wanted to take a moment to have a little bit of nerd talk with you guys. And want to take a moment to say hi to everybody. Bring him on in. EJ, you here? I think you're here. I see you.
Hey, I'm here.
Oh,
How's
sweet.
it going?
Can't complain. Let's take a minute and say hi to everybody in the chats. Hey, Disabled Outcast, John Denicola, Upstate Audits, what's going on? Brandon Mitchell, what's going on, sir? Howard County Observer, how are you? How are you? Sarkansas, how are you? West Coast, what's going on, man? Hope everybody's doing good. Thanks for being here. Batman, thank you for being here. So, we've been doing a lot of crazy stuff on the back end between building infrastructure, building widgets, building all kinds of fun stuff. What do you want to talk about first?
Video.
Yeah, so
Video.
yeah, it's interesting how the video and like everybody's got their terms of service, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like YouTube, and they say you can't train and everything like that. So we've been thinking about that, right? So we decided that instead of going and trying to scrape it from YouTube, we would just have you guys send it to us. We would encode it and resend it back to YouTube and give you a different way of actually transmitting it. What does that sound like?
Different, like restream,
Yeah.
but
different? Same, but different?
yeah, same, but different. Yeah.
So I
Definitely
got a
the
question
data.
for you before we get into that, though.
Yeah.
What the hell got you interested in this bullshit?
Oh boy, I had a friend.
Yeah?
Yeah, he dragged me into it all. I blame
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Blame it on the friend, huh?
Yeah.
I see how that is.
Mainly just trying to get something different, trying to get some change happening.
Yeah.
And doing it in ways that people never thought of.
Fair enough. So when you talk about ways that nobody's thought of doing it, you know, what do you see? Do you see like Star Trek ways of doing it, or what do you see?
I see automated reports being sent to HR, police departments of things that was discovered from body cam footage, people recording, or anything else. FOIA
Mm.
requests.
Heaven forbid we actually have their SOP, their standard operating procedures, or how they're
Hmm.
supposed to act in situations.
Yep, trying to make sure everything lines up so all the gears are turning properly without any conflicts. And then
Mm.
when we do find a conflict, we can record it, collect it, report it.
Pretty much. I like it. So, one of the things about the video out there right now is there's a lot of RTMP and a lot of uh, providers out there that seem to just trash the video, right?
Hmm.
So, you think that you're getting a good screen, good, clear, crisp, clean 1080p, and what you're actually getting once it's recorded to, you know, the service is, some bastardized something between 720 and 1080. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's what it
sometimes it
feels
looks
like.
worse. Sometimes it looks better. Depends on the
Yeah.
cell service and depends on other factors. Like I've
Yeah.
seen really good video and really bad video.
Yeah. So you want to talk about a little bit about SRT?
Oh yeah. Um, from all the protocols I've seen, SRT has been one of the most resilient protocols out there
Right.
for doing live streaming. Um, it's used professionally for television, a lot of times over like private internet circuits and stuff,
Right.
where they can guarantee bandwidth. But
Right.
it's actually on these 5G and 4G connections, really reliable when you give it more room to work with and timing, like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So anything within those 5 seconds can be retransmitted or resent, so the server on the other end can put out a clear video.
Right.
So you might be like shaky and you might get a blip of shake, but the end user probably won't realize that. And by the time it gets to Twitch, YouTube, Restream, Kick, it
Hmm.
looks fine.
It looks fine. Yeah. One of the other things about this is that everybody wants to like really upcharge you for the SRT part. Um, we're only going to take in SRT, right?
Makes
Um,
sense.
I don't see us needing, we'll send out the RTMP string that needs to be sent to YouTube and Twitch and all those guys to get the video out for you guys.
Hmm.
But, you know, one of the things is that the video itself, um, the ways of transmitting it, and you don't need to use your YouTube app anymore, right? Um, we're currently in the process of writing the Android app and the iPhone app. Um, in the meantime, if you got an Android app or an Android phone, excuse me, I highly recommend you check out IRL Pro. So, but we can get into that a little bit more. Um, so why would we automate this? I mean, I got my reasons for wanting to automate it, right?
Hmm.
Other than just being a lazy bastard.
Well, you can either be running the product or you can be building the next thing and letting the product run itself.
Right. Okay.
Like, preferably, if you can allow it to automate most of the work and just come in at the end as the human and verify yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, it can save a lot of time. And you can also add processes around all the weird caveats you find and make duct tape and all that fun stuff.
Well, GCM, you need to reach out to me too. You need to talk again. Um, I definitely want you testing this SRT connection shit. Especially out in the boonies where you're at. Anybody else that wants to try to test and get on the streaming test, we have a few guys that are already in our hearts and minds on it. And then because I also want to get us over to a few other topics before we get out and get too far off track. But on the being tested right now, send us an email, info at thepolicerecord.com, thepolicerecord.com. That's info at thepolicerecord.com. And in case you didn't hear it, that's info at thepolicerecord.com. So EJ, when we're taking this video in, right?
Hmm.
Um, I know when we're playing with the SRT, and I played with OpenCV once in a while. I did
Hmm.
some old videos, and you know, this awesome programmer that I bumped into because some people uh, wanted us to talk, right? Talk about friends dragging people into it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I'm actually really blessed uh, to be a part of it. But when we bring this video in through SRT, we've got a different ability to analyze it, right? Because number one, we're not tied up in anybody's um, terms of use,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
You know, um, and just in case anybody wants to know if we're going to train our AIs on your video, the answer is fuck yes. We are going to train anything you send to us, right? Video, audio, our AI is going to get trained on it, period. Right? If you don't want us to train the AI on it, don't fucking send it to us. Okay? We'll have the ability to let you do the restream shit, right? Where it doesn't go through our system, right? And to we'll have the ability to send it through, right? You know, that ability to send it through will literally come through with our app because we have to be able to verify where you're at. You know,
Location's
you,
key, especially in the legal landscape we're dealing with.
yeah, right. So, but the thing is yes, we're going to have some crazy fucking information, right? And yes, we're going to train some AIs on it, you know, and the crazy thing about it is I think we're going to make a fucking difference. We're going to make a change, right? And as far as technology is concerned,
Hmm.
right? I mean, we're not running on a jalopy, but in today's standards, we are as
Oh
far as
yeah.
hardware is concerned. But for everybody else in the world, you know, um, it's a thing. We've had to put some hardware together. We've had to put some time and effort into infrastructure. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Oh yeah. Believe it or not, for a lot of the use cases that you see with AI, a lot of it can be done with older hardware, significantly older hardware. Where if you know how to write code and optimize it, you can go quite the distance. At the trade-off of power, but it's not that bad. Networking is always key. Got to make
Hmm.
sure when people want to get to you, they can get to you as quick as possible wherever they are. So you want to put yourself in the middle of the internet as close as possible. That's our goal.
So I want to take a moment. Another viewer just came in, Tayagram. Uh, we're getting close to having an interface for you to log in with and start testing weird scenarios for us.
Mhm.
So
Currently, I'm going to be honest. Our interface right now isn't really made for mass
prime time.
professional use. We know how to design one. We just haven't gotten all the pieces ready for us to make that UI.
Yeah. Right now it's a workhorse. Once we get the workhorse pulling every time, then we'll push you on over. Oh, hey, one of the other things I want to send a big shout out to because I know he's listening. Send a shout out to Stephen Janis, right? If you don't know how talented this man is, do a Google search on him for Christ's sake. Please. You're missing out on a lot of intellectual intelligence between him and Taya. Holy smokes. And we are very appreciative. King's Accountability Channel, how are you? Sorry to,
How's it going?
you know, y'all guys have brought legitimacy to these crazy ass First Amendment, whatever. Yeah, I mean, reporters on the street, eyes in the, I mean, you guys have taken it and polished it to what it actually needs to be for the main common man that's not fighting the fight to want to listen. Hey, Tiff. So back to the technology, right?
Mhm.
So we were talking about bringing in SRT streams, and let's just say it's a golden world, right? Everything's perfect. We don't have any laws that are limiting us and
Yeah.
everything like that. You know, as it sits right now, we have the ability to, if they're in our database, we have the ability to do an overlay. What's up, caveman? We have the ability to do an overlay, right? Based on the facial detection of the police officers that we have in our database, right?
Hmm. Correct.
What other crazy shit could we do?
Whew. Um, anything you can do with the data. Um,
Right?
let's see. You can analyze body shape, how they walk,
Could I
voice tone.
tell if could I tell if there was an I mean, not so much an undercover, but if there was a fully decked out police car, right?
Yeah.
I could tell that. Maybe actually get the license plate if it was not just blurred across,
Hmm.
right? Document the actual scene, so to speak, if you will, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Eventually, I can see the AI having intelligence where, well, pseudo intelligence, where it can give you feedback whether based off of a bunch of data, whether something is outside the code of conduct, outside procedures, and report on it.
Sorry, I had to send some news backstage.
Or no problem.
Okay, so and that all I mean, part of this AI thing that we're doing, right? We're not like going and picking something off the shelf. We're using the underlying code to build our own. Is that
Yeah,
right?
correct. We're doing a lot of that. A lot of data capture, a lot of data analysis, with 99% of the data being stuff that we've gathered, user submitted, or is unique and original.
Hmm, interesting. So one of the other, so once we start processing that part of it, right?
Hmm.
Now we've got things like canines that can go out and search based on what we found in that video, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay? Is everybody keeping up with this? I want to make sure everybody's keeping up with this. Somebody out in the world, right, decides they want to send video through us, right? We can process that video, right? And then once we're done processing that video, we can send our dogs out, right? We can go send our dogs out to go hunt up more data, right? Pull in more video possibly, right?
Hmm.
And then redo the same thing with that new video we just pulled in.
Yep.
Okay, and then we're like annotating the shit out of this everywhere, and it's searchable.
Correct.
Wow. And what are we going to do about hallucinations?
Deal with them when they come up.
Right?
It's best answer anyone has.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it is. It completely is. We're going to deal with them as they come up. There's
Yeah. The human factor of verification is the most important thing to do anything against that.
right because all three of us, EJ, myself, No Name, we don't believe in CISO. We're not going to have shit in, shit out. We'll take shit in. We're going to clean it up, and we're going to make it good data coming out. And it will come with the ability to see where we got the data. It'll have its own receipts.
What are the URLs for the model that said that
Yeah,
officer is XYZ?
right,
What photos were determined that is a cop car?
right.
Where did you get those photos? Were they submitted by a user? Yes. Which user? I don't know. Okay.
Sorry.
To get them online? Yes. What was the URL? Here. Was it last scraped? Then. Is it still available? Oh, we gotta go on the Wayback Machine.
Take another minute to say hi to Anna Banana. How are you? How are you? If I didn't say hi to Cammed up caveman. What's up? What's up? So one of the things that I want to, preface to everybody is that if you want to build the system, we invite you to. Going to be the only people that win out in this system, right? If we build it and somebody builds one better than us that does what we're wanting it to do and does it better than we do, great. We'll go build something else, right? So now that we've got that, what happens if God forbid everybody wants to use this damn thing right off the bat? What are we going to
Mhm.
do if our servers overload?
I'm just gonna hit a plus button to add more.
Pretty much,
Yep. I don't got
right?
time to work on that stuff by hand.
Exactly. So one of the other things for everybody to understand as well is all the data that we collect is stored local, meaning in the United States, right? Um, we do everything in our ability to keep it inside the United States. We don't have control of all the routers in the world, so you know, um, we definitely. I'm trying to understand. Are the K9 your data hunter program? Is it AI? How much
I can answer.
processing power do
Yeah, I can answer that. Um, Processing power. It depends how well you write it. You can do a lot with very little.
right?
Right now we're small. We're nothing. AI, replace AI with algorithm. That's all it is. Just algorithms to run stuff and to check things. Just like all the big tech companies have, they got algorithms. AI is just a fancy marketing term right now. K9, that is, yeah, data hunters. Um, Applications of programs that go out and crawl the web and
There,
go through
we'll
our
do it like
data
that.
at the same time, whether it's on the web or in our own databases. Data that people submitted, the canines can get to it, crawl it, report back on it.
You can think of the K9s as your bloodhounds, right?
Hmm.
They're going to go out and search. If we give them the right scent, they'll go out and search just that scent. If we give them, a broad, they're going to go out and just pick up everything they can. You know what I mean? And then once all those K9 units bring their stuff back in, we got this neat little thing called investigators, right? And the investigators, they kind of go through and sort the good from the bad, right? Because one of the biggest questions is, um, you will inevitably find more than one Officer John Smith, right? Takes a little bit of thought process on how you want to break that down, right? Are you talking about Officer John Smith from one state, one county, right? Or,
Hmm.
there's some inference that has to happen. And we're going to put that into the AI.
Yep. And as we feed and get more data, we will rebuild. We'll rebuild our models so they're more knowledgeable, and we'll be able to make more determinations and more generalizations, decisions about what we're looking at
Right.
every
And
day. Build every day. Build. Better, better, better.
right, because one of the things is that with this AI, and like EG said, just replace AI with um,
Algorithm.
algorithm, right? You're going to have you're going to have a set pattern that you're going to go through, right? So, let's just take for what you guys would submit to us for a second, right? You're going to submit us some PDFs, right? Because they're going to give you a report in a PDF format, right? They're not going to give you docs. So
Hmm.
you get this PDF. Sometimes it'll be accessible, right? Which means you can copy and paste shit out of it, or you can have your screen reader read the damn thing.
Yep.
Other times they're going to be assholes and put pictures in it, right? You guys aren't going to have to care which way that went. We'll pull it in. We'll flip the proverbial quarter, figure out what's going on, unfuck that situation, OCR it, get our text out of it, and do what we need to do with it, right? and these are things that, if your documents from your government employees are not accessible, they should be returned immediately and told to be put into accessible format for you, right? You listen to your paperwork as ebooks at night. No worries, Mr. Janice. How are you, sir? Hat tip
Nice
again.
to see you.
Um, the name of the I want to make sure everybody also knows that Stephen and Taylor are accomplished. Uh, Besides accomplished journalists, they're also accomplished documentarists. Did I say that right? I probably screwed it up, but um, I am but the I am but the mirror, right? Um, and if you don't know, if you go and listen to it on the police record and you hear the music, that's Steven playing, by the way, guys. Steven can play the guitar, right? And if you watch in their videos, so I'm going to drop dime on them. If you watch in their videos, look at the background of Teo when you next time you watch it, okay? Just absorb the background. I'll let that one sink in with you guys. So again, I want to take a minute to say thank you. Hey, Big Mike, appreciate you coming in here. To say thank you for everybody. You guys could have been out there doing anything you wanted to be, and you chose to be here with us. We're going to get from the AI, right? We got the investigators that sort some stuff out, right? We're going to be building our own machine models, right? Is where basically what that is where, for lack of better terms, is where we go, okay, this is our question and answer model, right? This is our template. Run it.
Yep.
Right. This is our template to filter this data through like Palinko chips, right? It just bounces around and hits this and then comes up and you know. And the thing is that not only that, but we tie this all together in a database. I don't know. How do you describe that Neo4j database?
It's a highly connected database, not in terms of the data that's in it, but with all the systems. So the same systems that are doing facial recognition are reading the same data that are going in the models, that are reading the same data that's going elsewhere. So when we update information on one piece, all the pieces that use that data will be updated and get more intelligent.
Holy shit, we got a Chuck raid going on. Flying Grandpa, Ray Z, Wolfman, Brian Johnson. Thank you guys. Claudette, thank you. Chuck Bronson, he's the motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Chuck motherfucking Bronson, appreciate you, man. So, if you're wondering what the police record is, right? I got a little song for you. Well, as everybody's floating in for a second, right? It I think it, what could go wrong? I think that's a good little beat to throw in here for a second, because what could go wrong, right? Where is that dadgum son of a gun and rah? Oh, wait, got to learn how to use it. What's up? Thank you for coming in.
You only wanna scan our faces, track every move, but when the table's turned, they don't approve. Big brother's eyes, but now we got receipts. Expose the badge numbers out on these streets. Facial recognition, what's the game plan? Catching us slipping, but afraid of the same stand. They want control, but tech's a double edge. Cops in the system, now they on the ledge. Profiling us, yeah, they thought it was sweet. Until the AI.
What's up, big man?
ID the badge, no mask that can't hide. Transparency cuts deep, flips the tide. What could go wrong when a system fights back? Now the watchers get rocks, feel the heat in the trap. You built the machine, now you're caught in the storm. Facial ID, yo, what could go wrong?
So, if you're really wondering what the policerecord.com is, right? It is the culmination of AI, internet ready data, and the ability to have a conversation about how policing is done, right? It's the ability to go, I know he didn't get convicted of it, but I know he did something in his past and it doesn't go away. You can search it, we can find it, right? For journalists, oh shit, Joe Cool's in the house. What's up? Eat your broccoli. Hey, thank you. Sorry guys, I get tickled. What's up, Angel Quinn? How are you? Um, but part of this whole thing is that these systems have been used for not so many good things. And we believe that we can pull the systems together and use them for something that's beneficial to humanity. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if you ask what the police record is to me, it's the ability to find a gypsy cop. What's it to you?
To me,
Yeah.
I keep going back to the motto, doing, having a data-driven conversation about policing. That's what I keep going back to.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So we didn't want to keep you guys here very long. We're going to send you guys back into the archives, right? It's going to be on my channel. It's going to be on thepolicerecord.com. It's on Rumble. It's everywhere, right? We're not trying to, you know, we're not trying to be anything. Oh, Brady list. The Brady list is an interesting thing. And yes, the information about being on a Brady list will be associated to the officer's record, right? I think that the next time we do this, we're going to Asylum. What's up? We're definitely going to we'll take some question and answers, a little bit more question and answer. We'll have some guests up here, right? We need you guys to definitely be on the lookout. Make sure you've done the algorithm for YouTube, done the algorithm for Twitch, and all these other ones. Y'all hit the like, hit the all the good stuff, right? I'm releasing something where people were getting unlawfully arrested because AI matching images. Yeah, so Big Mike, you know the interesting thing about when we mismatch an image? Well, there's no chance that somebody's going to get fucking shot, right? We'll correct it and we'll move on. But we're fairly confident in our. I don't want to say fairly, but I want to say that we're more than confident in our abilities to make this go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, we're Joe. We're multi-streaming on a bunch of different channels. Oh shit! Rights Krispies just came in. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Unfortunately, we're going to go ahead and let y'all ride out to what could go wrong. We're going to come back and do this again soon, and y'all stay tuned in because there's a lot more information coming. You know, we just got into the barely got into the nuts and the bolts. So know that we have canines to hunt the data. We have dispatchers to send the canines out. We have investigators to investigate the data that the canines have collected, right? So just think about the way their system's set up. You could probably ask the same questions the way their system's supposed to work, right? We're going to show them how to do it right. Much love. Got any final words?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, man.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
You only wanna scan our faces, track every move. But when the table's turned, they don't approve. Big brother's eyes, but now we got receipts. Expose the badge numbers out on these streets. Facial recognition, what's the game plan? Catching us slipping but afraid of the same stand. They want control, but tech's a double edge. Cops in the system, now they on the ledge. Profiling us, yeah, they thought it was sweet. Until the AI started taking their seats. I ID the badge, no mask they can't hide. Transparency cuts deep, flips the tide. What could go wrong when a system fights back? Now the watchers get watched, feel the heat in the trap. You built the machine, now you're caught in the storm. Facial ID, yo, what could go wrong? Caught on the cam, yo, you set the precedent.